right, gather round, everyone, as I am telling the great story of the Freeze Before Christmas, 2010. It's by Ryan Gillen, and a little help from Arnold. 'Twas the freeze before Christmas, which is more than a tingle. The Gillens weren't sleeping, they were watching some jingle. Arnold standees were propped up with care, in hopes that Christmas freeze soon would be there. And I in my classic shirt, and Brittany feeding our little girl, were hoping on her presence she would not hurl. I kissed Brittany goodnight and jumped into bed, while visions of franks and blankets danced in my head. And Josh in his Spidey suit, at least that's the rumor, wanted to hear Arnold say, "It's not a tumor." When up on the roof there was a loud blast, Brittany jumped up and panicked, but I said, "Relax." Out the porch door I went to see what caused our rows, feeling as cold as Ivan Danko in the Russian bathhouse. The moon fell abreast on Max Solomon's toe. Did that cause the eclipse last week? Who knows? When what to my bulging wide eyes did appear but a giant Hummer sleigh with an ice blue veneer, I got all excited when in that familiar pitch I heard someone say, "Gillen, you son of a bitch." The driver jumped out, and at once I was pleased. It was, of course, the one, the only, Christmas Freeze. I woke Brittany, who thought this joke was lame. Then Freeze shouted and hollered out everyone's name. Now Ryan, now Evan, now Regina and Randy. Hey Brittany, hey Patrick, Ted, Josh, Max, and Theoni. My name is not Quaid, but if you will recall, knock knock, stick around, or I kill you all. He came in saying, He came in saying, "All right, everyone, chill." Don't tell him, but his bad puns sometimes make me ill. I offered some milk, but he looked at me queer, saying, "Milk is for babies. When you're old, you drink beer." So winter lager it was, and as it thrust up ahead, I Freeze asked about all the old crew from One Red. I filled him in on the latest from our gals and guys. It went something like this, assuming Facebook doesn't lie. Josh likes Tracy Morgan's version of Empire. Need a lawyer? Call up Evan Scher, Esquire. Regina sto andando a casa per le feste. Randy's not on Facebook, so he doesn't existe. Sorry, boy. Patrick likes blood sausage and dreams of Harry Potter. Ted and Theoni had a son, and we had a daughter. Freeze stood there for a while, like he was just chillin'. Then said, "You mean there's a new little Gillen?" I said, "Yes, and she'd like to give you a slobbery kiss." Freeze picked her up and said, "Well, look at this." She giggled and squealed, and Freeze's suit she felt, and when she smiled, even his cold heart did melt. "Her name's Sarah," I said, "in my grandmother's honor." "Hey," he said, "are you a friend of Sarah Connor?" And then in the distance, ringing strong and true, I heard the theme from Terminator 2. As I turned my head to see where was that sound, there was Freeze, who said, "Hey, quit screwing around." Had a little wine, okay? His muscles were huge, from his neck to his calves. His suit emphasized the favorite part of the body, his ass. He had broad shoulders and big round pecs that shook when he flexed one after the next. He had wonderful taste in fine Cuban cigars. When asked for one, Freeze said, "Get your ass to Mars." Yes. And bundle up, boys, as he took a step back, then threw down his massive Christmas Freeze sack. "That's great," said John, but he wouldn't go near it. So Freeze said, "Where's your Christmas spirit?" His lips were pulled back, and after staring for a while, I'd say he looked like a horse that was trying to smile. He was definitely pumped, a far cry from elfish. Patrick went straight for his gift, to which Freeze said, "Selfish." Where did that go? I jumped around here. I lost my place. Silly thing.
Oh, new technology.
To which Freeze said, "Selfish." Ted said, "I want my present now, or I want my present later." Freeze replied, "That's up to the Gillinator." I said, "Come on, do it now." And Freeze went straight to work. He laid out the gifts, then did a clean and jerk.
Do one.
Patrick... No, I'm not going to. Patrick opened his, saying, "How did you know?" with glee. Freeze said, "Well, who would know better than me?" Yeah, Evan said, "Freeze's snowball cookies are the best in town." Freeze snatched them away, yelling, "Put that cookie down!" My gift tag said, "Enjoy an old favorite in a new way." I tore into it and said, "Thanks for the T2 Blu-ray." As he packed up, Josh cried, "I order you to stay." Freeze said, "Quit whining. California needs governing today." I said, "Not for long. Soon you'll be free to do movies again." Freeze puffed on his stogie and started to grin. "Come on, what's next? Can you give me a peek?" He glared left, he glared right, then he whispered, 2 weeks. After flexing his bicep and doing a pose, with a squat and a lunge, out the window he goes. He revved up the Hummer with Maria at his side, and cranked bad to the bone, taking off on his ride. And I heard him call out through the cold winter breeze, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good freeze." So, Merry Christmas from Freeze and the Gillins. Thank you.